Greetings from Chandrasekhar Nene and MahaMTB channel. I cover international relations and geopolitics. Along with me is Mr. Yogesh Kumbar, who is the videographer. Today I am bringing you a shocking news, shocking, sad and alarming news is what I am bringing you. In English we often say when something awful happens, we say, oh my God. There would be a new expression given to this saying now, and we might start saying Omicron. Omicron is the new variant of the dreaded COVID-19 virus. This new variant has been discovered in South Africa recently, and the analysis of this new variant has been brought out, and it says that this variant has a much higher contagiousness, means it can spread much faster than the earlier variants. That's not all. This variant also is displaying different symptoms. You know, in the earlier COVID-19, the major symptom was the the patient will start losing his sense of smell and sense of taste. That was the surest guarantee that the person is not suffering from common cold or common cough, but from COVID-19. In this case, that is absent. The symptoms for this particular variant is extreme tiredness, extreme fatigue, and heart rate goes very fast, increase of heartbeat, increase of heart rate. Now, this has come from South Africa. The reason is because South Africa has the least number of, is among the countries which have the least number of vaccination done. South Africa has only 24% of people vaccinated. You will ask why they are less vaccinated. The reason is it's a poor country. Vaccines cost money. Who manufactured the maximum number of vaccines? Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, all these big guys in America. Their vaccine, you know, in America also or in Europe also, you have to pay for vaccine. Every country is not as magnanimous, as concerned for its citizens like India. India, we have done so many 1 billion plus vaccines, and most of it was free, given by the government. No such thing in the Western countries, no such thing in the developed countries. So Pfizer and Moderna and Johnson & Johnson didn't give enough vaccine to South Africa because South Africa didn't have money to pay for those vaccines. Now you are seeing the connection. Now the rich nations perhaps thought, we will vaccinate ourselves, let the poor people do what they want. They forget that the poor people also are staying on the same earth. They are also sharing the same earth, same atmosphere, same air, same water, same resources. So you might want to keep the poor people without vaccinations, but it is going to come to bite you back where it hurts most, because they will get infected. And why they will get infected? Because like I had told in my earlier COVID videos also, COVID virus is a extremely changeable entity. It keeps mutating continuously. All viruses have that capability, COVID more so, COVID virus. So it keeps changing in order to enable, bypass the protection given to you by the vaccine. Now what is the most powerful potent tool of the virus is the spike on its head. This spike, or you can call it like a arrowhead, it goes and bursts the cell walls, it goes through the cell and then starts generating its copies within the cell and so on and so forth. The vaccine changes the nature of the spike so that it cannot enter the cell. But virus keeps changing its spike so that it can bypass whatever protection the vaccine has given. For example, just to illustrate a point, if the spike was like this and vaccine and cell wall was like this and spike was going through, and the vaccine made sure that the spike will become like this, so it couldn't go through. Now the virus itself has changed the spike into something which can again enter the cell and again start the infection process. So this is a losing and running and winning battle between the vaccine developers and the virus developers. Virus developer is virus itself. Or as somebody says, originally the virus may have been developed in the Wuhan lab of virology in China, Wuhan Institute of Virology in China. Now this new variant, something more about this new variant, it has already spread to 14 countries, because before it was known that South Africa is generating these viruses, it was the flights were continuing, globalization was on. In fact, the world was getting slightly complacent because the number of COVID infections and the number of deaths were reducing steadily. Suddenly you will find in Europe the number of deaths have increased, in America the number of deaths have increased, the number of infections have increased more than 4 or 5 times. This is happening all over. In South Africa itself, the last week the number of infections were 978, this week it is more than 3000. So it is like increasing, it is on the run. Now all countries are becoming cautious. But again, the countries which were vaccinated to a large extent would most probably be protected by the new variant of Omicron. Now this Omicron, where does this name come from? It was decided the actual name of this virus is B.1.1.529. Now it's very difficult to say all the time. I also had to refer it just now. So they decided, WHO decided to name the variants in Greek letter sequence. So first variant was Alpha, which was out of UK, then next was Beta, which was out of South Africa again, then there was Gamma, which was out of Brazil, Delta variant it is said was out of India, a portion of India. This is before our vaccination rates had picked up. But now the new variant, it should come with a Greek letter called Nu. Greek letters were slightly different than the alphabets of English. And the Nu is, next variant of Nu is Xi, Xi, Xi. Nu is Nu, Nu. It is spelled differently in Greek, that's a different issue. So somebody asked World Health Organization, why didn't you continue the sequence? To which there is an official reply by the World Health Organization saying that we didn't want to name this Nu in case people will confuse it with the word new and they will start thinking this is a new virus, this is not the same COVID virus, and they will get more panicky. Understandable. But there is something really fishy about it, because the next variant would have been Xi, Xi, Xi. So they also replied in part of this answer that we wouldn't name another virus Xi, because you see, you drop new, you take the next one which is Xi. No, we don't want to use Xi, because in some parts of the world Xi is used as a surname. They didn't mention clearly what they were saying. The part of the world where Xi is used as a surname is China. The meaning of Xi is praise or grandeur or something like that. The meaning of Xi is something good, but it is also important that the most powerful person in China, the president of China, his surname is also Xi, Xi Jinping. If they had given Xi as the title to this virus, people would have instantly recalled that the first virus came from Wuhan. We didn't want to name it Wuhan virus because World Health Organization wanted to name it COVID. So it came as COVID, it didn't come as Wuhan virus or Chinese virus or any such thing. And this time also they don't want to mention or name it as a Xi variant. Xi variant is not on. Now this is a reason, there is a reason for all this. Who is the head of World Health Organization or WHO? It is Mr. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus. Mr. Tedros is actually an Ethiopian from a minority region of Ethiopia, which is in the north of Ethiopia, a very small region called Tigray. He is a Tigray person. That's not all. Tigray region is actually a hotbed of Naxalism or extremism, and they have something called Tigray People's Liberation Front, TPLF. And the great Tedros was actually a member of TPLF before becoming the health minister of Ethiopia. Now you see the connection. Also, TPLF is been actively supported by China in arms and ideology, just like we in India are knowing that all the urban Naxalwadis and the Maoists and all these people are supported actively by China. Same is happening in Ethiopia. Not only so much, today there is a raging war in Ethiopia where the Tigray rebels are coming closer and closer to the capital Addis Ababa. It is rumored they are only 100 kilometers from the capital. The Prime Minister of Ethiopia, Mr. Ahmed, who is also a Nobel laureate in peace, he is fighting for its survival in Ethiopia against this Tigray Popular Liberation Front, the TPLF. This TPLF was the, what I will say, grooming ground for the chief of WHO, who became chief of WHO also with the help from China. So you can see a global conspiracy. possible conspiracy. You put somebody as your stooge in charge of WHO. There is a virus developed in China. The virus spreads across the world. WHO tries its best to hide the fact that it came from Wuhan. When WHO goes to investigate Wuhan, China doesn't allow them in till they clear all the evidence from the WIV, which is Wuhan Institute of Virology, and world is suffering the most. So we have to all unite to fight against this threat, which is possibly generated out of the Chinese connections. So much so for the Chinese connection. But what to do now? Now the normal thing is in India, fortunately, because our vaccination has been very large percentage, India, we are not that much at stake from the this Omicron. That is the official line. But we can't let our guard down, because you never know, somewhere the virus may skip and enter into our bodies. It's possible. So far there has not been a single incidence of Omicron virus detected in India. But how do you detect this virus? Normally you do what is called the RT-PCR test. RT-PCR test comes in different varieties for which different kits are given. Now the kit, out of those kits, some kits have ability to test for this variant, but not all. And we do not know as of now which of the kits have this ability, which of the kits don't have this ability. That's one possible thing. After RT-PCR, what do you do? How do you detect finally that this has got a Omicron variety? You have to do what is called genome sequencing. It's a tedious process. It takes anywhere between 24 to 96 hours. Then for sure you will know that, okay, this variant is Omicron variety. But at the moment, this testing is not been done to that effect, but we have taken some other steps. We have stopped flights coming from Africa, we have stopped these things, and we are trying to contain, because the first COVID actually started attacking India when a flight from Dubai landed into Bombay. The passenger went into Pune and they had brought COVID with them. At that time there was no testing. Now the testing is going on. So from our point of view, from the citizens' point of view, what I want to tell, no matter what, most of us have been vaccinated. Some of us have been vaccinated the mandatory twice. Some of us vaccinated once. Please complete your vaccination process. Please also don't let go of the mask. The mask is a very important unit in your going out. I have seen in the markets and all, a lot of people have started discarding the mask. Please put them back again. Please have the social distancing simple again. Please use sanitizers. Please wash your hands as much as you can, as much as you should when you come from outside to home. Please keep this variant away. You will be all right. This is what I wanted to bring to you, for which I created this special video about this Omicron. Please share it with your friends if you like the video. Please also subscribe to our channel. If you are not till now, press the bell icon. Please press the bell icon so that our new videos can be intimated to you immediately. Thanks for watching.